Hi everyone, it's me, Tom. Welcome to a new Trains Are Awesome video. I am standing here in downtown Grand Rapids, and the last time you saw me at this exact spot, I had the exciting announcement that Lindsay and I had moved from Grand Rapids, Michigan to Chicago, Illinois. Now, we don't have a lot of stuff, but we have more stuff than you could take on the train. So for this video, I'll be showing you kind of how our move went from Grand Rapids to Chicago. And we're going to do something that maybe is even more American than Amtrak. And that is, we rented a U-Haul. First, we made our way to a U-Haul location in southeast Grand Rapids to pick up our U-Haul. I had made a reservation online, but both paying and receiving the key happened inside the little kiosk building. I ended up paying close to $280 for the truck plus insurance, but this was so I could drop it off in Chicago instead of coming back to Grand Rapids. Add gas to it and this was almost a $400 venture, which of course made my wallet very unhappy, but hey, at least we got all our stuff moved. Now when you approach your truck, you are instructed to check the dashboard for gas and mileage so that they match up with what's stated in your contract. Our truck has a camel on it. So I'm in the driver's seat. It feels a little bit surreal, but let me show you what it looks like. So here's the console. Got 3/4 tank of gas and about 71,000 miles on here. There's a fuel economy gauge. Let's start her up. Here we go. Going nice and slow. Oh, this is a terrifying parking lot. This truck is making a lot of noise. So I just did my first turn onto the second busiest road in Michigan's 28th Street. Feeling pretty good. It actually turns tighter than I thought it would. Thankfully, people gave me space to merge in traffic. Turning left onto Broadmoor now. Good mirrors in here too. We first made a stop to pick up some furniture. First bits of furniture loaded. Then I drove over to my old apartment, where my family was already outside waiting with several of the boxes. I took turns between hauling the boxes into the truck and helping clean the rest of the apartment. So the truck right now isn't that full yet. We're gonna put more stuff in it. On the drive over, that shelf thing fell over and made a louder noise than necessary, but overall it's going well. The truck we had was a 10-foot GMC truck, the smallest truck available. The essentials. Other options with U-Haul include vans and trailers as well as larger trucks, but we found that this 10-footer did the job perfectly. And because it only had 2 axles, driving it wasn't much different than driving a large minivan. With so many hands helping to pack the truck, we did the job in no time. And soon we were ready to begin the 3.5-hour drive to Chicago, Illinois. Chicago, here we come. Our drive today will take us down Interstate 196 until we meet with Interstate 94 coming from Detroit. We'll take that across the border into Indiana. Made it to Indiana. Time to fill her up with some gas. Gas prices around the globe have been astronomical since the COVID-19 pandemic. And as I saw the meter climb higher and higher, I got a little bit dizzy at the price that I was paying at the pump today, but I was also very grateful that in my everyday life, I don't own a vehicle and I take the train. That hurt. I can safely say I haven't paid that for any Amtrak trip recently. With the truck's tank full and my wallet $100 emptier, it was time to continue our journey into Chicago. The section through Indiana goes through an industrial zone as well as the desolate city of Gary, but soon we had crossed the border into the state of Illinois and the city of Chicago. And this is when traffic became absolutely bonkers. My father-in-law, who was riding with me, took all these beautiful videos of the Chicago skyline coming closer to us. This is the White Sox Stadium, by the way, while I focused on making sure nobody tried to cut in front of us, which a lot of people tried, and soon we found out why. On the day we were moving, there was a Coldplay concert at Soldier Field, and everybody was trying to get to that exit. So we're in Chicago traffic, pleasant as always. We had to merge, I think, 2 or 3 lanes, but everybody's in the same boat, so we're going nice and slow. Just made it to my new neighborhood in Chicago. Parking is tight here, but I can already say, wow, I'm in love with the new place that we're living. Look who it is.
Got our keys.
The parking spot is a little bit far away from our apartment, so that's gonna be interesting. We ended up parking the truck in a little alley, which made moving our stuff up to the 3rd floor in our new apartment a lot easier. Once again, this was an amazing team effort, and I'm very grateful for all the help that we had this day. As night fell, we moved in all our things, and the truck was empty. So that's done. I picked up the U-Haul in Grand Rapids, drove it to Chicago. How was it? It handled pretty well. Sometimes I had to make sure that I was in the right place in my lane, but it was great driving. I was nervous at first, really didn't need to be. Before I end this video, I want to thank my family and my wife's family from the bottom of my heart for helping us with this move. We're going to shoot lots of Cool Trains Are Awesome content here in Chicago. Thanks for joining us on this adventure today. Just bringing it back to the U-Haul place in Chicago now. It's empty, so it makes a lot of noise. Still glad I don't have to do this every day. I'm always gonna be a train guy. Nice thing about this U-Haul experience was the opportunity to drop off the truck at a different location from where we'd picked it up. There were even fireworks to celebrate our drop-off. Just kidding, not really. Once you've performed all the checks that the app asks you to complete, you can drop your keys in this little slot.
Have fun serving another family.
I enjoyed my U-Haul experience. It was pretty easy to drive, and it was just such a stress remover to have one truck where all our things could fit in. Of course, I will always prefer taking the train over driving anywhere, and so starting Saturday, we're going to go back to train trip reports. Thanks for watching, please subscribe, and see you next time.